Welcome to Bollywood Hungama's Best Actress Roundtable for the year 2022.
Working with women is more fun, actually.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun.
And you're looking out for each other.
Your angles.
Yeah.
When a director calls action, those few minutes before that, what do you go through?
I get very nervous.
Okay.
Every time, before every shot, I'm like, Bhumi, naak mat katana, please. Please, people really think like, you know your game, just like maintain. So half of my energy goes into that. People think I'm a serious actor. But I think, for actors in general, the moment you hear action, you disconnect.
कितने लोगों का ऑस्कर गया क्योंकि फोकस नहीं पकड़ता पहले I have the same thing. My first takes are the best and the focus is always off and I'm like तुम लोग की वजह से नहीं मिला मुझे ऑस्कर वरना मैं कब का पहुंच
I just need literally before action like 5 seconds आप मेरे को दे दो of just like quiet and just like with myself and what I'm going to do and वो 5-10 सेकंड में हो जाता है.
I think it always depends on what you're shooting, of what the thought process right before action is.
I think for me it depends on who's directing me because I'm a total director's actor.
What I'm going to do while the director is speaking and giving his instruction and then that's just an instinctive process which then translates into whatever's going to happen.
We are one fraternity, Rohit. We support each other and we stand and celebrate each other. It's not going to happen. We can't sit back and say roles are not written or characters aren't written when we aren't really happy for our co-actors or and I never understand competition in a bad sense.
Yes, there's competition because I'm a competitive person, but it's healthy. It pushes me to do better. It's not vindictive or like, oh, usne kya pehna, so all that shit doesn't happen.
And this word, this cat fight, मुझे तो
horrible.
I want to scratch away that word.
Like, बोलो dog fight, when boys fight, dog fight. Like, no, you think two people are not getting along. But with women, there has to be this masala that has to come along with it.
It's just a wonderful, subtle but powerful way of empowering and supporting someone else. And I think that's amazing. And I've come to this table and I don't really know anyone here very well before today. But there's just this warmth and just this amazing energy that's there, and I think it's wonderful.
Now I'm going to discuss pay parity because Priyanka Chopra just said that after 22 years, she's getting paid as much as her male co-star.
Talking about the pay here, I feel like that disparity has been there, but now is a great time for female actors to kind of work towards creating that market for themselves.
Even if a female is driving a film, she will never be paid. I don't think she'll be paid equivalent to a male driving a film.
And I don't want to take names of like actresses, who like sometimes the hair and makeup people make more money than on the film because they are paid per day.
Correct.
And they, and it's shocking actually, and it's quite disgusting in a way. I'm not saying get paid as much as a male star because obviously they're bringing in the box office and all of that, and rightly so. But something. There has to be some balance, no?
And I don't want somebody to stand up for me. I want somebody to understand that there is a problem and address the problem. Because you can't do it in isolation. I've had some fantastic experiences. I've been very fortunate to work with fantastic co-stars and directors and producers because they respected what I was bringing to the table.
Correct.
Most cases.
And you do bring a lot to that. That's a later conversation.
Calm down.
How important it is for an intimacy coordinator to be there on the set for each one of you?
This concept of, at least in India, intimacy coordinators just come in. And it's so important because otherwise it feels like it can be difficult. And I think these intimacy coaches really help.
I mean, the idea that you have somebody on set, who's just watching out to make sure that people involved in that I feel comfortable.
Right.
See, as actors, in any case, doing any scene, you're putting yourself out there. You're being super vulnerable. This is, of course, even more so. And trust me, nobody feels super happy ki, we have a scene. There's always a little bit of awkwardness on set.
Always.
Everybody's feeling a little like, it's like Bhumi and I have to do a kissing scene, so everybody's going to be like, okay, let them be today. Like, I don't know, somehow. It's like a general, ek leher si hoti hai.
Intimacy coaches for men and women are equally important because sometimes guys are a lot more shy and they're a lot more worried about how the woman is going to feel in that equation. So I have seen, whenever I have had any experience, I've always been like, the guy seems more worried than I do. So I've understood that it's actually a lot for the guy more than the woman.
It's such a big deal if you were kissing in a film like there were just questions around it, right? Like when I was growing up, I was obsessed. So I would watch like all interviews, etc. And there was such a big deal that was made where like, you know, the women were just asked, how was it kissing? What
How was it kissing this guy? कितने kissing scenes थे इसके अंदर?
But it's just
कैसा
so,
लगा
can I
आपको?
also
Because when I did Lust Stories, I was nervous. You know, it was a full throttle orgasm, and it was like, but for me that time my intimacy coordinator or whatever was Zoya.
I remember before the first day we were supposed to have this kissing scene. First day I'm sweating. I know the scene's about to happen, so I'm only getting nervous. I'm only talking about it because, you know, I don't know how to contain my nervous energy. And Karthik is sitting there and I'm like, so how do you do this? You've done this a lot, no? And he was like, done what a lot? I was like, no, like you kissed on screen a lot, no? And he was like, acha, aap aise bol na? And he was like, so, like all these senior actors repeatedly over and over again. And it's, no. But
Are you calling Karthik?
कार्तिक आगे
got this.
They're very happy इनको मिल गया इनका आज का headline वाला caption.
Headline is recorded.
कार्तिक आर्यन is a senior.